if you've got a lot of unwanted stuff hanging around the house and it's absolutely driving you crazy, your kids don't play with most of the stuff that they got, or they don't even know what they got, or if they got a lot of stuff that they outgrew, or things that you don't wear anymore, you haven't worn it for years, or your partner, or just bits and pieces around the house that you don't use, this video is for you, because I'm going to tell you how easy it is to list items on Vinted. I've been doing this for quite a while. I started off with buying stuff for my daughter from Vinted. I always prefer to buy secondhand if I can, and I started selling her unused or outgrown stuff because kids grow so quickly. So welcome back everybody. So make sure that you grab yourself a hot drink or a cold one and get those things ready, because I'll show you how easy it is, and it's great to make a few quid on the side, right? So let's just do this. Put this kind of waffle through on our bed, and best to record when there is natural light or take pictures when there is natural light, but to be honest, you can't always rely on it. Depending on when I can do it, very often it's late in the afternoon, or if it's in the winter, then obviously it's really hard to get good quality light. So I actually have our light on in our bedroom. But what I like to do, I like to keep, when I post on Vinted, I like to keep my background consistent. So it's important to make sure that there is no clutter, no bits and pieces, or if you take a picture on the bed, make sure that you don't show your pillow or your nightie. I know it makes sense, but I've seen some really weird pictures. So what I recommend is to get something kind of neutral and put it on your bed and just put your lighting on. So this is what I've got set up. The first picture is always going to be the item laid down flat, and I always take a picture of any kind of zips or any kind of unusual design and details on the item. And if you've got zips, make sure you pull the zips down to show that they were perfectly. I take a picture of the brand and the back of the item as well, and also I take a picture of the tag and the size as well, and the care label as well. So Vinted is very generous when it comes to uploading photos under your listing. It allows you to have 20 pictures, which I think is really good, because you need to show if you've got any imperfections on the item, or if you got any kind of special details. I think it's always good to show. I think I've got about 15 photos of this jumper. So when you upload your photos, you will be able to choose the first pictures that you want the buyers to see, but you will also be able to do a little bit of rotating under this. So for example, if you've got something upside down, you don't have to go back out and edit it separately, so you just move it around under this section. Next, we will need to choose the category. Often Vinted would choose it for us, but we can again manually change this. It's very nice and simple and very self-explanatory. Next, we will have to choose the brand or the make, and I start typing Peter Storm and it comes up automatically, and then the size was there already, and after that we need to choose a condition, which is very good in this case, and the color navy was pretty much chosen for me. So it's a very, very clever little app. Next, the pricing. So I always check how much similar items or the same items, if they are selling it, how much they are selling it for, and I always kind of go up to the higher end, because I always like to leave room for negotiation, because all of us like a bargain, right? So I'm going to put this down for £2. And next is postage. Is choose small, but again we can change this if you want anything bulkier, but very often it kind of automatically chooses it. And next, just click on upload, and it's so nice and simple. So it's already live, and if you go onto your listings, then you'll be able to see your item straight there, and 2 people already have seen it. So it's a very good start. Very, very simple upload. Hopefully this video was very informative and you found it useful. I just wanted to show you how simple it is, just with your phone and a clean surface, to take some photos of the items that you want to post. And it's very, very self-explanatory, and I used to find it very intimidating, but to be honest, now I wish I started ages ago. This is a great way to get rid of stuff that we've got around the house, because it's just accumulating all the time. and also make a little bit of extra money along the way, because you know that's going to be our days away fun, or ice cream fun, how my daughter calls it. A couple of things before I go: if you just started setting up your sellers account, what you could do is to turn on your bundle discount, because that would give more discount for the buyers, and also would save them on postage as well, and also you will be able to get rid of more stuff. So I think it's a win-win situation. And the other thing is that go into your postage setting. I keep going on about this all the time, and the cat is distracting me in the background. So go to the setting and make sure that you keep an eye on your postage setting, because just because you set it, or let's say impost, Vinted for some reason keeps defaulting it. Do not ask me, because I don't know why they do it, but it happened to me in the past. That's why what I started doing in the description, I always put it down, impost please. So keep an eye on that, because you know I personally don't want to get any kind of I don't want to get into any trouble either with Vinted or the sellers as well. And I think people are sabotaging this video, because I got a cat who's like a guard dog, and I have a feeling that we just had an Amazon delivery. So I think this is a time to wrap this up. So it was good to see you again. Please don't forget to check out my other video when I first told you about my love for Vinted. I can't wait to see you in the next one. Take care. Goodbye for now.